Alrighty, welcome y'all to another episode of the Pelican Jack podcast.
Welcome.
Again, I am Alex Ortiz, and
I'm Devin Watkins.
bet. So, Devo, how's your week been since the last time we convened for church here?
Pretty good. Let's see. That was on Thursday. So after that, I really don't have any recollection of what I did. For most
Did
of
you
the
do
week,
some acid for a week?
no.
Oh,
I
oh.
wish. It's been a little while since I've done acid.
Me too. It's been a minute. I do always enjoy going on an adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought some profound bars were about to be spit.
No, well, I thought about it and then I thought better about it. So.
I was like, oh. Nope, nothing. But yeah, I always enjoy that. Interest. I don't even know how I want to even describe it in words. The emotional roller coaster, like the crazy laughing, then like depression, then like elation, then just contemplating. Interesting. It's an interesting experience. Interesting experience for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it a lot better. It's definitely comparable to like a mushroom, but
I was literally just gonna
it
ask,
makes
what do you
me
like better?
way less anxious than mushrooms do. And I also don't like have to shit as bad with acid than I do with mushrooms.
Yeah, I haven't done mushrooms too often though, but I do remember having super anxiety the first time because it was my first time doing any really like psychedelics, so that shit was throwing me for a loop. I always remember like when I first felt it coming on, I felt like this burning in my stomach and it was like spreading. And I was like, ugh. And I attributed to be like, man, I bet this is how it feel like the beginning stages of transforming into a werewolf. Just that, something is happening. And then it just like fucking comes on hella strong and you're just like, oh shit. But that's how I've always described my first experience with shrooms. That's how it felt like to me.
Yeah, it's definitely an anxiety that builds in your stomach and spreads, and then it like just overtakes you, and you become this other thing for a good 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking phone call. We should have invited him over.
I did. Hello. What up, man? What you doing?
This is our buddy Jordan.
Headed back to my dad's house.
Yo, you're on the Pelican Jack podcast. You coming through?
No, I won't be home for another hour at least.
Okay.
And I got some people coming through the house.
All right, yeah. Well, I'll probably come through later then.
Yeah, hell yeah. Are we gonna go play disco?
Yes, we are going to play disc
golf. Are
golf.
we waiting for Andrew?
Maybe.
I mean, we could play another round if he can make it.
That's true. It feels good outside. So
And if he
I'm
can't,
down with that.
we can just play another round anyway.
Yeah.
I got like a 12-pack of Miller Lite too.
Fuck yeah.
That'll work. 12.
Miller time.
It's Miller time.
High life.
Nah, not that. Nah.
Dude, my first time ever getting drunk and throwing up was off High Lifes.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah, High Life gives me heartburn. I don't know what it is.
That's because it's the champagne of beers, baby.
Yeah, man. That's their high quality beer.
I can't handle it.
Ooh, that bubbles get you. But all right, let me let you go, man.
All right.
All right, we'll catch you later.
Later.
Peace. That was our homeboy Jordan. We're going to play disc golf, which is one of the whitest sport ever next to curling.
Yeah, which backs up what I just said about me going pro, because I'm one of the whitest people ever.
Curling's super white, like.
Definitely. Yeah, I haven't seen too many curlers of color.
No, because one, it involves ice, and minorities in general seem to be more of a tropical race of people. We like the tropical weathers.
Cool runnings.
For sure. Mm-hmm.
They're the anomalies.
I mean, most brown people come
PK
from
Subban?
the equator area.
There's actually, I think there's like 3 or 4 black hockey players on the same team right now.
Yeah, but it's so rare that you know that it's a thing.
But it's like most
It's so
most
rare
of
that
the
it's a
black
thing.
hockey players in the league. Mm-hmm. There's like there's some brown people now, and some Asian people.
And you know what else? Those sports are expensive sports. Those aren't sports that
Definitely.
can be played in third world countries.
Yeah, like basketball, all you need is a fucking ball.
Yeah, especially like
You can
soccer.
dribble.
You
Yep,
can just make a
soccer,
goal out of anything.
You can, yeah. Even football is not bad.
Football's a little pricey with the pads and everything, though. If you're trying to play full contact.
True, but if you're just a kid,
But that's why
trying
rugby
to
is
play
played
after school, all you
more
need is
in
a ball.
those third, second world areas. Rugby is played more than
True,
like
yeah.
actual full contact football.
Fucking cricket.
Cricket. What? Cricket is. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah,
Like, what's the sticks and the little like? What is happening?
I mean,
here?
I'm sure if I took the time to learn it, it would be straight. But
Who plays that? The English in
I don't
India.
even like all
That's
the
it.
American sports. So
They might play it in Australia too, because that's like England 2.0 or maybe 1.5.
They definitely got it going on in India, maybe even Pakistan.
But I think that spread just from the English colonies. That's definitely like an English ass sport right there.
But like most of the world was English colonies at one point. So.
True. Which is why white people feel guilty. Not even just England, but the whole Europe
That
had.
and the Catholic Church.
Yeah, those fucking rapers. I probably shouldn't have said that, but.
No. That's what they are.
I mean, good. What other institution
Not
would
all
be
of them,
allowed to
but
exist
most of them.
that was mostly known for like if the NFL was like NFL would be shut down if they were known for like their owners raping people, raping little boys, and then they just move them to another team and shit like that.
Right.
Like what? No other.
Yeah, Joe Pa, you're gonna go coach Kentucky now.
Yeah, you got to go to a AA school for a couple years till everyone forgets
You're going
about
to
it.
App
Then
State till this blows over.
then we'll bring you back up.
Yeah. Who knows?
They've got their own country, their own sovereign state. They got power, bro. They got power. They got money.
Well, there's some shit that just came up around there. I totally forgot what it was, but it was like the Vatican police brought them in.
Ooh, yeah. They got. I mean, it's wild. The Catholic Church is pretty crazy. Not
Yeah,
like
I
just
can't
crazy,
remember for the
but just
life
like
of
the
me.
whole institution. Like, damn, that's wild. That religious institution has its own like country, its own sovereign state. That's wild.
Yo, I got this toothache. So I was supposed to get my wisdom teeth removed like a decade ago because they're all I've got 4 and they're all growing in sideways, pushing my teeth like together. And right now, I think that might be kicking in.
Oh, so you've never gotten your wisdom teeth removed?
Nah.
I had to get mine. I didn't have all 4. I had 3. They were also growing in sideways. I was supposed to need a root canal, but I think that I took so much Aleve afterwards that my body just naturally started producing Aleve. So now I just don't feel pain. like, cause for 2 months straight, just pain. I just kept popping, blah, and then it just stopped all of a sudden. So I think my body just naturally started producing Aleve. At least that's what I'm
nice.
gonna go with for now. So I don't deal with pain except for this fucking neck pain, bro. I've heard about like stress, just like, mental stress, like causing injury, but I always thought it was just like,
psychosomatic.
yeah, some bitch shit or some shit that didn't really happen until this past Sunday. I'm at work and it was just one of those, like, I go in, I don't normally work Sundays anymore, but I had to go in, we were a little short staff.
Nice.
Thank you. And then just thing after thing, and there's like a couple days worth of little things that all started adding up, and I was fucking raging. But I was like, I've gotten to the point where I try not to rage outwardly too much, so I was holding all of it into, and then I had a fucking just like neck spasm out of nowhere, and like it felt like, when you sleep wrong and you can't, like, I couldn't move it.
Damn.
Left, right, I don't know what the fuck happened. It's still sore right now. I'm still like waking up, stretching it, trying to get full movement. Still got a little pain, but yeah, that shit, I didn't know that shit was real. I was like, what the fuck? My neck, yo. And girls were like, quit being a baby. I was like, bitch, my shit hurt like hell right now. Fuck you. Fuck you. That shit was crazy. I didn't know that was a real thing, just like a stress injury. Didn't know. Have you ever had anything like that?
Probably, yeah. I'm an anxious person, and I'm also, I don't know, like a polite Midwestern boy.
Mm-hmm.
So I just like
Polite.
bottle everything up.
This nigga ain't polite. I know him. We aren't polite.
I'm polite.
We aren't polite. We're polite, but to a point. At
I'm
least
not
we're
always
in public.
nice, but I'm polite.
At least in public. I remember the funniest shit you were saying about, you were like, yo, whenever I get anxiety, I gotta take a shit.
Yeah.
I was like,
It turns out I've got IBS.
I was like,
Just since like elementary school, I've had irritable bowel syndrome. And I didn't know till this year.
I remember
I just thought that was like regular.
we were at work. I don't remember what it was, but something happened, and you were like, I gotta go take a shit. I was just like, what the fuck? This nigga's crazy. This nigga's crazy. He just shit everywhere.
Yeah, man.
And I was like, how does he even shit? All he eats is meat. How does he even have a bowel movement? Let alone one that comes on like uncontrollably.
Yeah, just carbohydrates, protein, and fat, son.
You're almost out of keto. You just gotta cut out the carbs and you're on keto, baby. I need to get back on my keto.
I tried it. I like meat,
lose
but
some of these pounds.
I love carbs.
Oh.
Shit, he's
Can
got
you flex? Can
titty
you flex your
dancing.
pecs, bro?
No, man. I
Man,
mean, I
you
can.
got them
but
soft ass. I mean,
Can't really tell.
I remember I was doing that in high school. I had always been. And this dude was like, "Oh, you could only do that because you're got tits. You're fat." And I was like, and he was like jacked and he couldn't do it. But I was like, yeah, but fat can't just move on itself. It has to be muscle contracting to move it. I was doing this while I'm talking to him. So, fuck you. So fuck you. You fucking hater. You just have no control over your titties. Like me. I do it at work sometimes while I'll be talking to people. I'll be talking to them about
Like customers or just
no, not
employees?
customers, but just like employees. And I'll be talking to them about something serious and just flexing my So they're like, what the fuck are you doing?
That's hilarious.
I do try to be silly. I do rage, but I'm naturally a silly person. Like outside of work, like do you ever really see me like truly angry or like
That's the thing. Like, there's so much pressure from the top to do this thing, and it wouldn't be that much pressure if all of just like the basic necessities were taken care of. Like, if you had up to date equipment that worked the way it was supposed to all the time,
Yeah.
or at least most of the time. It's understandable if things break down, but of course they're gonna fucking break down if they're 12, 13, 14, 15, 20 years old.
and they've been band-aiding them and duct taping them for the last 7 years.
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get you a new one, and then a year and a half goes by, and you're like, hey, you know, this thing that didn't work, it still doesn't work.
It's definitely another part of the rage. I got my store pretty clean. I mean, things are going good, but then at the same time,
There are things you could tighten up on, you know, just like regular production, just like skills and training and stuff. But there's only so much that can be done. It's like with the air conditioner, like they tell us. You know, you can only reasonably expect it to cool 10 degrees and like 15 max. Now, if it's 100 degrees outside, like it often is in Georgia in the summer, you know, it's going to be 85 degrees. And
that's why all those stores should have had 3 AC units. He went cheap and only put 2, but they
Yeah.
really need 3 because they overwork the 2
and then
all
only
the
one
time.
works at a time.
So
then one's straining super hard. It's always pumping because the other one doesn't work, so it has to heat a whole store instead of half the store.
yeah, that's wild. That's
And then your
wild.
walk-ins go down.
Yeah, but those things are gonna happen too. There's only so much you can do. But I do feel like sometimes it's like, yo, I just feel like not a lot of other places have to deal with it. But at the same time, I get a good paycheck. You know, it's not all bad. I do have fun. I laugh.
The paycheck is nice, and to be fair, I did like working for who I worked for.
Yeah, exactly. I've got a lot of good memories at that place. Obviously bad too.
Yeah.
But you know, kind of hindsight's always like you always find the better parts. Like an ex-girlfriend, it might have been the shittiest shit, but then a couple years later, you're like, well, maybe it wasn't so bad. That's why you see people always like going back to their exes and shit. I'm like, yo, don't you remember how
Like, how many
bad
times you
that
gotta
was?
make that mistake?
Don't you remember how awful it was?
Well, it's also like there's something that happens in your brain too. Like you can flip that switch after enough times. You're like, okay, that was fucking gnarly. I don't even need to remember why. I just need to remember that was gnarly, and I'm never doing that again.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But I see too many people going back to what were shitty
Just like
relationships, and then it becomes it's always good for the beginning when everyone's like trying to be good, and then it just falls right back into the same shit. Or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah. That first part is real nice because everyone's dancing on eggshells and
Mm-hmm.
being
Like
their
we're gonna
best
change. We're gonna
selves.
be different.
But then eventually you get comfortable, you get lazy, you slide into your regular habits,
Mm-hmm.
and you become who you really are,
I think
which is equally important. But
big part of it is just like you're lonely, and then you've already got a history with that person. You know them, so it's like you don't have to go find somebody new. And then plus, yeah, you kind of naturally
yeah,
block out most of the bad
I
stuff.
feel like most people don't want to be alone. Not most of the time. Like, I like solitude. I like to be
Yeah.
by myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not always hanging out with friends,
Ooh, I'm annually single.
but I'm also married.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be alone. I want someone to be there when someone's there.
Yeah, I think Patrice O'Neill said it best. He's like, I want her to be there, but I want her to be like in the other room. I don't want her to be around me. I just want her to be like, hey, babe. She'd be like, yeah. He's like, oh, nothing. I just wanted to make sure you were there. Stay in there. I'm good here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want you around, but just not here all the time. Just around.
Well, I mean, she equally likes her, own time, which is important for our particular relationship.
That's important for any relationship, man. Those relationships where it's just like just you two all the time, those shits always seem like unhealthy and toxic to me.
I mean, if those two people are both like that, if it's not, codependence, then have at it.
But
But that's the point. Like you have to find someone that's compatible. You can't fit the triangle block into the square
yeah,
peg.
I haven't found anyone, or
Maybe
who,
you can, but
I
it's
don't
not
know.
easy.
Yeah, either haven't found anyone compatible, or I'm just so inherently selfish. Maybe that's why I've been single. But there's definitely been a few over the years, and then either I just like, "Rah." Most of them I'm just like, "Rah," and then I don't know, it just don't work out. But I have faith it's gonna happen, and I'm not in a rush. That's one good thing that I've had. Like I'm happy. Like I've never been just like, well, just make it work with whoever, because I'm getting
Yeah,
older. I'm 32, and then a lot of people, especially like culture wise, and even just here in the South, they're like, they're getting pretty old. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm 32 years old. Who gives a fuck? My dick will work till I die. I'm good.
yeah. I mean, you could be a lifelong bachelor. You could find love later in life, in midlife, or in late life.
Hmm.
Everybody's journey is different.
For sure, for sure. I'm perfectly fine with getting married at 50 and having a kid and just being an old dad. I got shit to do. I just don't want to rush it. I just don't want to rush it or feel obligated to make some shit work with somebody who is maybe shit isn't. It's not what I want, but I don't want to feel like I gotta make it work because of my age
Yeah.
and shit like that. Cause my happiness is paramount. I'm sorry. Now I
Gotta
know in a
work on
relationship you
yourself.
got to make concessions, but I just feel like a woman was never gonna be consistent enough. You can't base your happiness off of her. You have to be because she's gonna have a period once a month and she's gonna be miserable. So she can't even go a full month being happy. So I can't base it off. I gotta make sure that I'm happy as well. Obviously, there's concessions and things you gotta make in a relationship or whatever. But I gotta be happy. It's gotta be what I want. So that's just it. And I gotta keep my friends and everything too, because at the end of the day, women are kind of boring. like,
Yeah.
like if I was gay, this would be way easier for me because girls are just like, well, that's the thing. Straight women have never had to. This is kind of a little bit that I'm kind of working out like how I'm gonna do it, but like chicks, they've never had to get pussy, so they've never had to develop the skills needed to get pussy, like being charming, being funny, you know what I'm saying, shit like that.
Mhm.
So like they're just
And then only
black.
half the chicks have to do it.
Exactly. Like, because they're always being pursued.
Because if they're the hot ones, then whatever.
So they're always being pursued. So they never had to develop like those type of social skills. So I'm just like, so that's what I'm trying to figure out how I want to do it. Cause like, have you ever heard a chick like try to hit on a guy? Oh my God, it's embarrassing. They'll just be like, rims, right? They're like, yeah, I like, like it's always, they're so inexperienced in doing it. Like when you go talk to a girl, you've already got like a couple steps planned ahead, like on how you're gonna do this, and then you're like, then you're gonna get the digits, then you're gonna wait a couple days. You've already got like step 17 planned out to get some pussy. A girl's just like, she just goes up and she's like, hi, I like your shoes. Just like, and then even then, it's still imperative on the guy to fill in all the other gaps. So that's like kind of where the bit's gonna go. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to present it, because you know, it definitely could. It's definitely one of those like the premise. Girls are gonna be like at first. So I'm definitely trying to work on how to like spin that. I want them to feel like that at first, but then I want them to laugh at the end. Be like, yeah, he's right. Oh, yeah, we are goofy as shit. Yeah, we are pretty boring. So that's what I'm working on. But yeah, they just, I don't even remember how I got started on that topic. But yeah, that's one of my bits that I'm currently in the process of working on. I'm also got a couple stories that I'm working on, stuff like that. Oh yeah, on my way here. So I'm on my way here, and I texted you. Somebody decided to move their entire fucking house, not just pack their shit up and move somewhere, but they decided they needed to pick up the entire house and take it to wherever they were going. And so I'm stuck behind that. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Why do you need to move your whole double wide trailer or 2.5 wide trailer? They make plenty of those. I was just like, what the fuck is going on here? I've never had that thought, like when moving, like, oh, let's just take our house with us. Like, that'd be like, you'd be like, hey, we're gonna go to Michigan. Let's just take the whole house with us. Like, what the fuck?
Well, I mean, a lot of times that's just how it gets there to begin with. Because once it's set down where it goes, like shortly after that, it becomes unstable if you try to move it again.
I don't even know nothing about it. I just like, what the fuck? You need to move
like a model home.
Yeah, I'm just like, are you shitting me?
Yeah, it's probably not.
So I was behind that.
This place built.
So I was behind that for like 30 fucking minutes. And this is a nice place, by the way, too. But I was behind that shit for like 30 minutes. Then I hit the loop, and then I was about to get off the loop, and then I got stuck behind a fucking garbage truck. And then we were on the exit. I was like, fuck, this nigga's going slow. I was like, whatever. Then boom, he made the same right turn I made off the exit. I was like, fuck. And then he made the same next right turn that I made off the exit.
This motherfucker.
So we're going, I'm stuck behind him for like another half mile, another mile. Then he makes the same right turn, right, like past the airport. And I was like, oh my fucking God. I was raging.
Yeah, my blood boiling.
I was definitely raging. Like, if I was Alex Jones, I would definitely think that it was some sort of some hell conspiracy. Like, the devil does not want me to bring you guys the truth. I rebuke you, Satan. They're turning the frogs gay. Like some shit. Like, cause I was livid. I was fucking livid. Right, Sam? Right? It was bullshit. They didn't want me to get here. They didn't want me to do it. But I finally made it. And then I'm just like, and then I have my revelation like afterwards, like, that's the worst part of my day. There's people who live in third world countries. And the worst part of my day is that it took me 10 extra minutes to get somewhere. That was the worst part of my week. Like, okay. Life's still pretty good over here, so don't think too much about it.
Yeah. But still dicks.
Yeah. Still, fuck you. Anywho, didn't you mention you've been having some car troubles recently?
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll start with the most relevant one. Was on my way back to the house today from the gym. This fucking cop was making a right turn. I guess he wasn't paying attention, or he's just a dickhead, but he was like in my lane. I had to swerve a little bit. so he didn't hit me.
Okay, like I've heard of citizens arrest, but I've never heard of anyone actually doing it. And then can you do it to another cop? Could you be like, you're stay right here while I call the police? Oh my
Yeah, I
god!
was thinking
Like,
about it a little bit.
is
Like,
that a thing?
if I honk at this guy and he like gets out and we talk, and I'm like, motherfucker, you almost fucking hit me. Or you're supposed to fucking protect and serve.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
what's going on?
Like, what are you doing being reckless out here? You're supposed to stop other people from being reckless, and you're out here being reckless as fuck.
All right, I'm cool. I'm Devin. What's your name? All right, thank you. All
But,
right, have a good
yeah.
rest of your day. Sorry.
It's a tough job being a cop. At the end of the day, they are just people too. They're other humans we expect, but at the same time, it's like, well, that's kind of the job too, for you to be better than the average person. That's kind of like part of the oath you took to be like better than the average person and uphold values and the law and things like that. So it's a tricky balance. It's a tricky balance. I think all police, one, they should all be required to go to regular therapy. All of them, regardless if
Yeah.
anything's wrong or not. That should be like,
We need more police therapists.
I'd also agree with paying them more. I'd be like, hey, let's pay them more. They got a tough job, and then let's train them more. They're training to before you should take like 2 full years of training and a ton of training on de-escalating situations.
Yeah.
Like from what I've heard about the academy, most of it is just like there's a large portion just like training you how to shoot gun and like just like physical altercation training, but not enough training on de-escalating situations and just learning about the people, cultures, and just societal issues and things going on, so they can be more sensitive to things, especially when they're dealing with people with mental health issues and stuff like that. There's tons of
More
situations.
mental health training and more, I think, more self-defense training.
Yeah.
So that they're more comfortable in those situations, so they can think more rationally and make better decisions in the moment.
But I mean, yeah, I mean, I definitely will have like, especially my black side, I'll have those fuck the police moments. But I definitely do believe that we need police and we need them to be there. But I do think we should, as a society, invest more into that occupation. Especially when you got people, I mean, tons of white and black people getting murdered, unarmed. I'm like, well, if they're unarmed, there's got to be a way we could have de-escalated that without going lethal force, shit like that.
Or
I
even
don't
when
wanna
they are armed. Like, did you see there's a shooting, I think it was at Riverside Apartments.
Here in Athens?
Yeah, yeah.
Recently?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I
A
didn't
few
know.
months ago. This guy with a knife, one of my employees actually was there for it. Like, she went to get into her apartment, and this guy was waiting with a knife.
Damn.
And I don't think he was waiting necessarily for her. It just happened to be right in front of her door.
Damn. So how did she just like go inside and close it and lock it real quick?
She ran into a different apartment, I think, and then
Damn.
the cops were like at the entrance, and there were a couple of them at least, and this is body cam footage that I'm referencing here. And
I definitely think
like,
body cam footage is a good thing.
put the knife down. Don't do this. And the guy was like yelling, "Kill me, shoot me." He kept like walking at the cop, and the cop just like did not want to shoot this guy. Like he almost got stabbed.
Like, don't they have tasers?
There was another cop there. Like the other guy could have fucking.
Dude, because I see situations all the time in like Europe and other places
But
where
yeah, I'm
like a
pretty sure
dude
that
with a
guy's dead.
knife, like he's not getting shot. Like they got this. We'll taser him. We'll just outnumber him and just snatch him up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like those situations rarely ever end in that person needing to be killed with a gun. You know what I'm saying?
You know, like with the proper self-defense and martial arts training, you can restrain those people without having to.
You've got
seriously injure
numbers.
them.
Yeah, you've got numbers on them. Like you just keep them at bay until more police arrive.
Right.
Because usually those situations last a decent bit of time and shit like that. So, but did you see that one video? Like, so those body cams, they have to turn them on, right? But like, I think this cop didn't realize like it starts recording like a couple minutes before. It captures everything before you push the button.
Yeah, and then when you press the button,
So
it's
he
like,
thought
okay,
it only.
start saving.
So he had literally, it caught him planting drugs somewhere.
Damn.
And then, the situation where he tried to pin it on somebody else.
They don't
like,
make that
yo.
mistake again.
Oh, what's crazy though is, you hear cops doing like stupid shit like false arresting people or whatever. But my thing is, what about the other cops? There's usually multiple cops there. Why do those other ones that are there, why don't they ever say anything when they know like the other guy's doing some shit that's not right? You know what I'm saying? Well, like when they arrest people just for recording, and then try to make up shit and then lie. Like, why don't the other? I feel like that's the biggest like problem with distrust that people have with the cops is because the good ones don't say anything. You know what I'm saying? That's just a slide. So it's like I can't. That's why it's like, well, it's hard for me to trust any of y'all because nobody ever says anything. Y'all all have each other's backs no matter what. Like a gang. It's literally like gang shit. You know? That's crazy. But anyway, let's get off of that. That was a little serious, a little too serious.
So this week we are drinking a Terrapin beer. This is a local brewery here in Athens, Georgia. It's Jazz Cabbage Hemp Infused IPA.
Pretty good, pretty good. I've had a couple hemp infused brews. This one's pretty good. It's not too strong. There was another one. I think it's by Sweetwater. They've got a couple ones like G13
brewery.
and stuff. Yeah, Sweetwater Brewery. They've got a couple hemp infused beers that are pretty good as well. But this Jazz Cabbage by Terrapin is pretty good. So Terrapin, if you are looking to sponsor anybody, we would definitely continue drinking your beers.
We'll drink exclusively your beers.
Exactly.
But regardless, we do enjoy Terrapin. So
I'm definitely a fan of Terrapin. I've been drinking them for a while. Definitely drinking them for a while. But dude, I know America has been the most like gangsta country in the world for a while, but China's coming up right now. China's
been coming up for a minute on the information side of things, which is what my uncle continually says is going to be the way the next war is fought.
I think it might go hot. China's gangsta as fuck right now. China's like on the intellectual information, like copyright shit. They're jacking shit. They're pulling shit. They've got a trillion people over there, so they got soldiers for days, even with the one-child policy.
People want to fight, but the people don't even fucking like the nation for the most part. So
they don't play that shit.
And then if they lose Hong Kong,
shoot,
then that is the civilized part of their country.
They're gonna bully Hong Kong. They're just gonna bully and do it. That's what they do. They've been fucking with the Uyghurs, the ethnic Chinese Muslims over there. They got them in concentration camps. They're really, but just all the fucked up shit. Like you could trace it back to like you could see other stages of that throughout the American history. They're just like they're like doing it all in a shorter time span. We've had people in concentration camps before. We've had those religious issues. We've had the slave issue. We've had shit like that. But yeah, they're pretty G'd up right now. They got nukes too, right? They got nukes too?
China?
China.
I don't know.
And then we're stirring up shit right now. We owe them $1 bajillion, and then we're also doing a trade war at the same time with them.
Yeah.
And a clumsy trade war too.
We'll make a good deal, I'm sure.
Well, I mean,
see,
when you have nuclear weapons,
through Big Boy's letter in the trash.
I didn't see that. What? Explain that. I did not hear that.
I don't know, like all the details.
And Erdogan's the leader of Turkey?
Yeah, Turkish Prime Minister.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I read
so
the letter.
What was his letter about?
It's not super long, but it was basically like, don't be a fool. Don't make me decimate your economy and make the world hate you, because that's the way it's going to go down. We can make a deal. Be smart. Let's do this.
Who said that?
Donald Trump.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Big Boy. I was like, Big Boy said all that shit?
He's Gina. Yeah, no, not.
I was like, he's Gina? He wrote that letter?
Not Big Boy. Not that Big Boy. yeah.
I was like, whoa. That's what I thought you were talking about. Big Boy from Outkast.
Hey. Knock that shit off.
These dogs, they decided it was a good time for a wrestling match.
God damn it. Luna and Sam Just they start playing and there's no stopping them.
We got 4 of them in here, by the way. We got a whole pack.
4 dogs and they're all.
We got a whole
mine.
pack of animals. So don't fucking come around here acting hard, wilding out, because we'll sick these motherfuckers on you and they will lick you to death, bitch.
Yeah. You want to get jumped on?
You want to get jumped on and clawed
Come
and
to my
licked?
house.
Motherfucker. We got them hitters over here. China special. Make you disappear, son. Make you disappear, son.
Well, that's the. Yeah, fucking Russia special. Suicide yourself.
Russia, Putin.
Haven't heard a whole lot of them in the last couple weeks.
Well, the whole thing was, most of that was all us just talking about them. Really, the Democratic Party just trying to play them up so they didn't have to admit the fact that they lost to Donald Trump. And they really tried to push that angle as to why they lost, and they really pushed it. But really, Putin, besides like the Crimea issue, he really just been kind of doing the same shit he'd been doing.
Yeah, I mean, most
You know
of the
what I'm saying?
stuff that I've been seeing is like, oh, this person fucking disappeared. This person was poisoned. This person was poisoned.
But yeah, I mean, I understand. But like, as far as meddling in elections, we like overtly have meddled in their elections in the past, like with Gorbachev and shit. Like we definitely did
we
more
do
than
that all
spend a
over the
couple
world.
$1,000s on Facebook ads
When
and
that shit
Instagram.
starts happening to us, and I mean, they didn't really even do anything too dirty. They just fucking learned how to use a tool.
But America is definitely the 20th century gangsters. We were like, yeah, we do that. But don't you fucking come over here and do it on our turf. Like, we do it everywhere. But don't come over here acting hard. Like, we wild
It's
out
hard
like
to
that.
imagine how scary our military is, like being a citizen of the nation.
Oh, because they keep us detached from that. But they do push, like, militarism onto us. Like the stuff with the national anthem and like having
Pledge
the
of
flyovers
Allegiance
at
in
football games.
school.
The flyovers at football, that wasn't always a thing. They just that was government paid. The government paid them to do that in the early 2000s. That was a deal they made with the NFL to kind of push the militarism, especially after like 9/11.
Yeah, because the NFL has a huge fan base, so if they also love the military, then boom, that's perfect.
Exactly. And I definitely support the
Makes
military.
these wars go down easier.
The thing is I don't support why we're doing things, which is an issue with our politicians. It's
Yeah.
not an issue. When I ever say we shouldn't be here, we shouldn't be there, it's not because I don't support the actual troops doing it. I just don't like the politicians making the decisions. My way of supporting the troops is bring the motherfuckers home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't make the kids die anymore.
And like, they're out there keeping us safe. I'm like, well, how about you keep them here and they just guard our borders? We've got 1 trillion like warships. We've got the best
Yeah, we got
technology,
fucking
drones and shit.
satellites and-
Like, we can be safe just being here.
Yeah. But yeah, also there's shit happening in the world that we can
That
do
is-
something about.
Yes.
But it seems like we only step in when it's also beneficial.
Yeah,
for
also
us.
beneficial for us, and we should be doing things in a everything we're doing should be like through the UN. There shouldn't be just the
Yeah.
U.S. out here like dropping troops and
That's
shit.
true. That's why there's
Yo,
UN.
since May we've added 14,000 troops to Saudi Arabia.
Damn.
At the same time, Trump's like is talking about like how we should be ending the wars and stuff. Literally, in that same day, like there's a couple more thousand, but since May it's been like 14,000 more troops, and I'm pretty sure that nobody would be like, yeah, put our troops in harm's way to protect Saudi oil fields. I'm like, huh? Fuck Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, that's my baby.
16 out of the 9/11 hijackers came from Saudi Arabia. Fuck them niggas. Why are they even our ally? They're committing a genocide in Yemen right now. What are we doing? Selling them arms. That's wild.
Yeah, the world is wild, man. There's too much going on. Too much going on for me to understand it. And to see the big picture and all the small pictures.
Well, that's the thing. It's easy to understand. The problem is all the corrupt people working for their own personal interests and moneyed interests. That's what makes it complicated and unable to understand, is because everybody's trying to make a couple dollars or just get power. Walling out to get power. When really they just need to sit back, get their dick sucked, drink a beer, and relax. Or if you like wine or liquor, just relax, dude. This is the easiest time in human history to be a human. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's never been easier.
I don't have to do anything. I survive every day, and sometimes I forget to.
I've never had to worry about a wolf snatching me on my way to work.
I've worried about it at other times, though. Like, I used to run through the woods.
Yeah, but that's a choice you made just to run.
Yeah.
Not like you were just doing regular life shit and had to worry about animals snatching
Right,
you.
yeah. I was, like, running for my health in my leisure time. Mm-hmm. Sure, yeah.
You were never like going to the marketplace and then like a wolf or a tiger or
Right, I
some
wasn't
shit
going
came
to the water hole.
So like this is the easiest time possible.
Oh,
to be a
goddamn,
human.
there's rattlesnakes everywhere.
Like it couldn't be any easier. Like some of my toughest decisions most days are like, which porn should I be watching right now? Change it. You know what I'm saying? Like life is too. Maybe that's why we got so many bitch ass people in society now. Like crying and complaining about things because like it's too easy.
Yeah, because we're so smart as a species that we were able to manipulate our environments in such a way that the people who couldn't survive just in a regular wild world can now survive.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Over tens of thousands of years,
Which isn't
we were
a bad thing. That's
we
why
evolved-
our species is so great.
we
'cause
evolved
can
to
do
be
that.
able to handle stress and tolerate the stresses of life, like just survival. But now that we took away all that stress, we have now people like are creating stress.
Yeah, I mean,
because
there
they
are
get
other
bored.
stresses that every time you develop something, a new thing becomes. It comes into existence.
Like like you didn't worry too
It's
much
not the
about
same,
gossiping when you
but-
were hungry.
Right, but
Like-
socialization was definitely an important part of the evolutionary process.
Oh yeah. But
We
I'm
weren't
just saying,
social creatures if, we weren't.
like social. You weren't worried about what fucking Tiffany posted on social media when you were working 12 hours a day just to maybe get a meal before you go to bed.
Yeah.
You didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, our grandparents definitely were in a different time, but
That's why them niggas love bread, because bread
our
was cheap and
grandkids
easy
are
to
going to
make.
say the same thing.
You ever notice old people, they love bread and salt.
Yeah.
They get salt like a motherfucker.
I used to just eat white bread and butter with like spaghetti. And by spaghetti, I mean noodles and sauce.
That's how I knew I was getting old. I was like, damn, I just want some salt. they'd be like, you need any ketchup or
It's like
anything?
a fucking hamster with a salt lick.
They'd be like, you need any ketchup or sauces with that today? I'm like, nah, but can I get some salt? So if I could pack some salt on this bitch. That's how I knew I was getting old for sure.
I got all that out of the way in my early childhood. I started having chest pains around 11, and
Like,
I
give me
was
that
like,
sodium.
"Ooh, I need to make some changes in my life." I would just eat salt. I wouldn't even open them. I'd just put the whole paper and everything in my mouth.
Durr. A whole salt pack?
Just multiple. What you doing, Sam?
So you were old when you were young.
Yeah, I feel like I was born an old person.
I'd be like, is that pink Himalayan sea salt? What? Yeah, pour that on here. Pour that on this apple. Put it on everything.
I get on
That's
edge when I
salt.
see people walking too close to my lawn.
Oh, damn. So you really are old.
Yeah,
Oh, man. You're going to be funny, old dude. You're going to be a
I'm
funny.
gonna have years of practice.
I've been practicing being old since I was 12. I can't be stopped.
I've always been a little crotchety.
I might be. I don't know how I'm going to be when I get old. I would like to think that I'm intelligent enough to not fall into the old stereotypes, but that's usually because most of us have an inflated self-perception or ego. Why I feel, you know what I'm saying? Why I feel that not me. I'm not going to be that guy. Like when you're younger and you hear older people hating on the new music, you're like, not me. And then I'm like, man, this new rap sucks. This new country sucks. Blah, blah, blah. I'm doing the same shit.
Honestly, it does, but
But
I get what you're
it's really
saying.
the same shit, though.
because my grandpa doesn't like fucking rock and roll. Rock and roll happened in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, rap hasn't changed. They're still talking about money, bitches, guns. They're still talking about the same shit. We just
Yeah,
don't like.
but now
it's
you
just
can fucking
in
do
a
it from
different
your bedroom.
presentation.
And put it up on SoundCloud for free.
Yeah,
That's the difference. Now their struggle isn't there. you don't have to be a real gangsta to do gangster rap anymore.
No, but
I think
I don't
that's
think
the
you
big
never
issue.
really had to be. Like, I don't think Dr. Dre was ever really that gangsta. He was around gangsta people.
I mean, he fucking
I
beat
don't-
up women with no problem.
Yeah, but there's a lot of non-gang members that beat up women.
That's true.
It's not necessarily a gang
I mean,
specific
fucking Suge
activity.
Knight did it real though.
Suge Knight was a real gangster. I'll give you that. Suge Knight was
A
a real
couple of
gangster.
years ago, he was still gangsta.
He might still be gangsta. I definitely don't
Yeah.
want him coming for me because I was talking shit about him.
Whatever.
Suge Knight is the hardest motherfucker I've ever heard of. End of story. Period.
Don't hurt us, Suge Knight. Maybe he
Don't
can
hurt us.
sponsor us.
There's no way that he's ever gonna hear
Give
this
us some money,
podcast.
please.
So maybe I
This
should.
podcast
Man,
brought
fuck
to you by
Suge
Death
Knight.
Row
Fuck
Records.
that nigga. I beat his big ass. Right, Sam? Let him know. Go get him. Come here. We got Sam here. He ain't
Yeah.
playing games.
He'll fucking bark at you, jump up on you, maybe try to lick your face a bunch.
Might poop. Never know, nigga. Might get shit on, bro. You might get shit on, bro.
Fucking try it.
But yeah, I definitely would like to think I'll be better than our forefathers. But at the end of the day, I have to be intelligent enough to realize, yeah, I'm still a person too. And I'm susceptible to all the same bullshit as before. All the same.
Get down. You don't like that.
It's not that I don't like it. It's just that it's better that way. You know what I'm saying? It's better that way for everyone, including other strangers who might come by. It's just better that way. You'll get more lovins overall. You hurt? You dig? You dig?
They're all emotionally broken, I
Who?
think. All these dogs.
We're
Every single one of them's a rescue. And this guy was rescued twice.
Damn.
He was adopted, and then they're like, nah. And let me tell you a quick story about Samwise here. So one day I'm like, hey, baby, I know we were going to go look at dogs the other day. We've already got 3, right? I've got Pippin and Gimli, just from being single. I got Pippin from a shelter, and I picked Gimli up at work because he was trying to cross a busy road. 4 lanes of traffic.
I remember that.
And now, yeah, she's got Luna, just from her. And so now we've got 3 dogs. And for whatever reason, I'm like, hey, let's get a 4th.
We need
let's
even
go
numbers
look.
here. We need even numbers here.
Yeah, let's go look. We can handle another one. Why not? And this is before we moved. So we weren't in as big of a house. We didn't have a fence, so we were walking them all on leashes. So 3 was just not hard enough for me. And we go and we look at 2 dogs. I think there was a specific breed that we were looking for, and he was not one of them. But he's a Catahoula leopard dog mix, and he's kind of a big boy, especially compared to the other 3 that we have. We got 3 small dogs, but his head's in my lap when I'm sitting down. He's standing, so
Big
he's
old
a
titty
good
baby.
medium-sized dog, but small for the breed. So he's definitely mixed with a smaller dog. And anyway, I forget where I was going with the story.
I thought you were telling. Yeah, I thought you had an interesting.
Oh yeah. Okay. So we adopt Sam, right? Kind of unbeknownst to us. We go to the Oglethorpe County shelter. It was the Athens, Clark County shelter that we went to for, Pippin. I got him from there. She got Luna from, wherever Cumming is, whatever that county humane society is.
Blah.
And I got Gimli off the streets.
Gimli's a street nigga. That's why he's so chill.
Yeah, he's chill, and then he's also not. Like, he's gangsta.
Yeah, he's a thug.
Don't let him fool you.
He's been out on the streets. He
He'll
knows how
fucking
hard
kill
that
me in
life
my
is.
Sleep, and I'll never know it.
That's why they don't even fuck with him. The other dogs don't. You see, they're over there. They're humping each other right now.
Yep.
They're
Gimli don't
literally
play that
humping each
shit.
other, and they do not even
He'll let
fuck
you
with
know.
Gimli.
He don't even like people
He's
looking
go,
at him.
"Arr,
He's growl when you look at him wrong.
arr." And then
Anyway, we get Sam, and I was working mornings then, 6 to 3, at my last job. Well, 6 to 3.
What you doing?
It was really more like 6:30 to.
Till whatever. Never before 3.
Till whenever I was fed up.
Whenever you decide, all right, that's enough for today. I'm done.
Yeah, it's like, okay, no matter how long I stay here, things aren't going to change, so I might as well just go.
I gotta pee. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, so we get Sam, and so my wife's with him the next day, right? The next morning after we adopt him, and I get this text message kind of early in the morning. She's like, "Oh my God, Sam and one of the other dogs were just fighting over food, and I can't handle this, and we got to take him back." And I start panicking at work. Like I've got to do my job, but also like I have this new information now that I didn't have before. So that's all I'm thinking about. And trying to do my job. I'm anxious about that. And my wife wants to take our new dog back after 10 hours, 12 hours, 15 hours, whatever. And I'm just like freaking out on two fronts here. Like, okay, just, relax. Are they okay now? Can you wait till I get home? Just like give me a little bit of time to work with the guy. And so we didn't take him back, and now he's a happy part of the family.
Happy fam.
And we're glad we got him, both of us. So
Not really. They don't really like that nigga.
we're still going? We're good?
Yeah, I'm just trying to see how long we got, but I don't know how to see it.
Oh. Yeah, that's in bars and beats up there.
I was like, I don't know what 1635 is. Oh. You fucked up. You went the wrong way. Alrighty. So what's next? Who's gay? Who cares? Alright, we have our first sponsor here on the Pelican Jack podcast. Squeaky Cheeks. Are you tired of gorillas eating your dingleberries? Is swamp ass bogging you down? Well, Squeaky Cheeks has a solution. The world's only toilet to bidet conversion kit. Bidets plus installation can cost you thousands of dollars. Thousands. Way too much. But for a fraction of the cost, Squeaky Cheeks will have your booty sparkling. Go to squeakycheeks.com, promo code JACKOFF for 15% off your first purchase. Never have doo-doo flakes again. Squeaky Cheeks, for an asshole someone will lick. First sponsor right there.
Nice. Well, I'm not sure if that's entirely accurate. I'm pretty sure there's other toilet bidet conversion kits out there, but
That's not what I'm advertising. So, I think we're about to wrap it up here. It's been a pretty good one today, actually. I enjoyed this one.
yeah, that's nice.
It's going by pretty quickly, too.
Yeah, how long are we at?
No idea. I should probably set a timer on my phone next time so we could just know from right here how long we got. Hello, Kristen. I didn't see you on the couch earlier. I'm sorry. How are you?
Hey, Lou. What's up?
You're on the podcast right now.
Oh, I didn't know if you guys were still going.
We're still going. You're in it. You want to come say hi?
No.
No?
I'm good.
Maybe another time. Maybe once we start bringing in the racks, she'll want to come in it. But let's just go ahead and wrap this one up. No point pushing it.
Yep, I think that's good for today. So,
This was episode 3, right?
episode 3, yeah.
Episode 3.
Who
We're gonna
knows
keep it coming.
How many will come out before this one, or if this one will, so. But I'm going to work on it and see what we got here. We definitely need an engineer,
Yes.
producer, whatever.
We need somebody for the post-haste
person.
production.
I can show you what to do, but it's a lot for me to do all at one time with the other stuff that I'm trying to do in my life, so.
Exactly. We both, unfortunately, still have real jobs that we still work at and other projects we're doing. I'm working on stand-up. I haven't gone to any open mics yet. I'm still working on some material, but that is coming extremely soon, within the next 2 to 3 weeks maximum. So I'm working on that stuff. You're working on your own music and everything right
Working
now
on music,
too.
yep.
We're definitely got it going here. It's gonna be fun though. It's gonna be fun. This is just the beginning. But yeah, we're looking for somebody to help us with the production, post haste, editing. Um, we've got all like the YouTube. I've got the YouTube. I've got SoundCloud set up. The iTunes process is a little bit extra, but you gotta kind of like apply for that shit. Ugh. So that's a little bit extra, but we got a lot of things set up. We just need someone to help editing, and then like so we can post like the full episode, and then maybe post some clips, things like that. Nothing too serious, really. Just someone who's
Yeah.
got the extra time, something that they're willing to do, and kind of build up their portfolio while we build our portfolio, and then as soon as we start making some money off of this, they'll be right there getting some money too. So, but yeah, that's about it. For anything else you wanted to add to that?
No, I mean that pretty much hits it. Just drop us a line at
Pelican Jack Podcast at gmail.com.
let us know you got anything you want to say, anything you want us to say, any ideas for what we should be doing, what's pissing you off. We'll talk about it.
Oh, yeah. Throw us your ideas. We like to rant. We love to rant. I like to talk shit too. I need to do more shit talking. Yeah, give me some more things to shit talk because I'm down for that.
Yeah.
I'm definitely down for that. But yeah, that's it. Catch you later. Peace out.
Have a good one, yo.